What's up, guys? Welcome to the grand final of AORUS Cup CSGO in association with Seagate. I'm Shade Slayer. Joining me is OG the Low Res Chicken. We have Extreme 5 going up against Level 0 Esports. Map 1 is gonna be on Inferno, picked by Level 0, and Extreme 5 will start off on the CT side, OG.
CT side they will, and Extreme 5, they've taken a gamble. They've put 4 players towards the A side, having having Wimp Alto's lonesome towards B with the Fuse kit. It's gonna be a rush towards A nonetheless. They're walking in at the stack. Can Extreme 5 hold the side is the question. Storm, he's with so many shots. The jump in Jaguar. Why did he turn around MLG style as they just rip apart the A side defense? Wimp. He's all that remains. Has a kit, has a flash, and has no life left in him. Level 0 Esports. A quick rush towards A. And Extreme 5 were set up for this play, but they still weren't able to deliver more than a single frag on the hold.
Yep, pistol round going the way of Level 0 Esports. There was a player towards balcony at A, but unfortunately I think he let too many Ts pass by before he did eventually contest, but Jaguar able to drop down and clean things up for Level 0 to take the pistol. Extreme 5 unconventional, they've gone with the first bite here.
Push does heal them and kill, but that's all that's gonna get for now. Extreme 5 on the hold are a man up. Bexy, he's gonna be playing on top of the construction, which is kind of scary considering the Macton drive-by is a possibility. Here's the CZ dinked in from CT, but still isn't down. But 3 versus 3, the scout could definitely do a lot of work, and Cloud on the back line strikes. Machos to no chance. The USP is enough to sweep them off the B-bomb side. And Extreme 5, on the back of the pistols, they turn the tables.
Yep. Unconventional buy definitely pays off in that instance. The USP, in fact, coming in from construction, doing a lot of work. Cloud on the back lines. First finds one from Banana, and Storm pushing through. Instant headshot, followed by the kill onto Shy Guy. Easy defuse in 1-1. And it is Level 0's time now to play with the pistols.
Let's see how they'd like to give it a try. Taking the draw engagement towards mid, and Lauda is going to contest towards it first, but hey, they get the kill, they fall back, discipline and safe play unless Cloud overextends towards mid. Gives his head away for free, and now they have a chance to contest, but realistically, 2 of the players is so dead low. Ooh, imagine the spam through the smoke. Yosas could have gone down. Unless, Extreme 5, they're heavy contenders to win this round regardless, so they shouldn't have a problem. Jaguar rush through apps, yields him a kill. Mind you, all these players are low, and Storm does have the scout. He can take this at range, but he misses a crucial shot. Shy Guy is down 28 HP, but Shy Guy is down, but Storm's down 28 HP. They're trying to play this one a little split apart. One towards pit, one towards side. Beautiful shot from Jaguar, picking him off at range. And mind you, this is a round that Extreme 5 were destined to win. He's positioned towards pit. The Molotov comes raining in alongside the flash, but he dodges both the utilities as Jaguar is turning this round around. Yills was chiming in with the scout, and Level 0 Esports give Extreme 5 a taste of their own medicine.
Indeed they do, as the pistols the story of the map thus far, and we're already just 3 rounds in as Level 0, they go charging in towards the A side. The pistols win the important duels, and yep, the CTs just a little too complacent on that retake. Shouldn't really have given Level 0 the opportunities that they did, and Wimp low early on. Clouda.
Is he still going for this? Nay, takes him down to 24, and he's in a very uncomfortable position. Shy Guy through the smoke takes him down. The man advantage now in the favor of Level 0's Extreme 5 have overextended a little bit. This knows exactly where RBK is going to reposition. Pre-aims, and it's in his game. Storm, he's good for 1, but his HP is so dead low, couldn't really expect Martin to deliver anything else. Wimp, he's all alone in 1 versus 4. Has the MP9, but close range can't spray Jaguar down. The turnaround, 1 round is all that Extreme 5 are going to be stuck on. Now, Level Zero Esports, they seem like they have a good control of the game early on, and they've built a decent economy as well, right? So if Extreme Fight even by fortune win around now, it really will take a lot more to derail Level Zero Esports and stop their momentum.
Indeed. Extreme 5, finally the money is completely done for. You can no longer force into this. It's just the one upgraded P250 on RVK as Shy Guy will find Clouda going a little too aggressive through apartments. Wexy on the push with the USP is not going to offer much as well. And Wimp is going to be left to his own devices as Level 0. Pretty standard anti-eco lose absolutely no one. Jaguar finishes it off in style.
Exactly. This should strengthen their economy even more, which is already given a good boost. Given that it's only 6 rounds into the game, they have set themselves up pretty well for a good portion of the half. Extreme 5. They've called in for the investment, but wait, I think Wimp might have just lagged out alongside Storm. Yep. Extreme 5. Hope that's not going to be that big of an issue. Again, tournaments like these, especially in this grand finals, you need to keep yourself composed. You need to keep your head in the game. And Level Zero Esports, we saw them push it to the limits in their semifinals matchup. Let's see if this time it will be a little more forgiving on them. Because no doubt in Nuke, it was a little bit of a hassle, but considering that they've been able to make their way through that, they're in the grand finals now, it's a new tale, and this is their map pick. With them already starting comfortably, it should not be anything else that Level Zero were expecting beforehand. This is the best possible start they could have come up with.
Yep, 4 of the first 5 rounds on the P side of Inferno. Yes, this is their mapping, and it's probably why they seemed so comfortable on it here at the start. Level 0 Esports, I do believe, at least according to me, are the favorites going into this grand finals. I was expecting to see a Wings on the other side, but Extreme 5 after that huge upset win in the semi-finals finds themselves here and in a best of 3, of course. The 3 maps to be played, we will be of course map 1 on Inferno. Next we will be going on to Extreme 5's map pick in Dust 2, and if required a decider on Overpass. I think that's pretty much been the story of this entire tournament. Inferno Dust 2 Overpass. What do you say, OG?
Well, I did miss the train, the occasional train, you know. But yeah, overall, I'd say that I'm relieved that there's not as much Inferno. You know, I'm really glad that we as a community grew out of that phase where I'd say every 1 in 3 games is Inferno. But yeah, now we see a little bit of variety in the map pool as well. You see people being more comfortable in maps like Overpass, in controversial maps like Dust 2, where it used to be our India's national map, but ever since the remake, it hasn't been as home as it was. So yeah, given that the map pool, the general map pool for CS:GO players is a little broader than what you'd imagine, it's a nice thing to watch, especially in tournaments like these.
Indeed, man. I'm just being told one of the players disconnected, his net DC'd, but I'm also told he has backup internet, so it's just gonna go ahead, spend a few minutes and change that up. That's a good luxury to have during lockdown, isn't it, OG? Backup internet.
Exactly. You know, I've been hunting for a backup myself. The problem is, especially in this part of town, there's a lot of issues when it comes to power cuts and whatnot. So
Yep.
that
If you're fortunate, okay, touch wood that you've been with us throughout the entire tournament thus far without any hiccups. But yeah, I do know for a fact there are power issues in a certain few parts of the country, especially here in Bangalore. And yeah, if you're locked down at home and you don't have power, pretty much negates internet away as well. That is a rough place to be in, OG.
that is a very rough place. But sadly, but luckily, it's not happened yet. So fingers crossed. You know. So one interesting thing about this is like, so the region I live in, right? It used to be a little more remote than it is now, and there's these ITI grounds nearby where there are these where there's this industrial district, right? So it my locality has to share its power consumption from that kind of supply.
Right.
So it's susceptible to more power cuts due to the industrial requirements being first, because it's an industrial district,
Right.
right? So it makes more sense. There's
So
nothing I can
OG
just
comes
figure out.
second in that part
No,
of town. OG
we
and his
started from
CS.
the bottom, not still at the top. Yeah, we'll make our way up there. They can't cut my electricity ever. We'll make sure.
That is true, though.
At least, uh, at least one comforting factor is we have backup, and the internet in my area is based on my backup. So if I go down, I take the rest of the ship with me. Until then, we all. I just hope none of my neighbors are watching. But hey, you never know. It's kind of interesting. So uh, this just came into the thought. This just came into my thought like a few days ago. Back in like 2010, when we used to have BSNL as our ISP, I always got bad ping when I used to play CS 1.6 per se. Like it used to go to 250, and then it Insta used to kick me because of a max ping limit, which back then 10-year-old me didn't know what the hell that was. So, how did you guys get around with that? I've never asked this to anybody elderly than me, but I'm really interested to know.
Yeah, just to update you guys, we're gonna have, in fact, his internet down for I think a wee bit longer. So they're gonna move in with their substitute, and he's gonna have to play the remainder of this match. So Extreme 5 early on, they have they've not had the best of starts, and now they're gonna have to play with the sub. It's gonna be not an ideal situation to be in, is it, OG?
Well, not really. And this could mean different things, right? Like at this level, I'd say a coach would have the mechanical equivalent to a player. So you could expect the team to be a little more calm in their decision making, as the coach will have, one-on-one time with the players, being in the server, getting a good grip of the ground. So this could also calm the players out. And in a tense situation like this, as it is on Inferno, with Level Zero Esports having a real good start, this could mean a positive change as well. So let's not take away only the negative aspect of things.
Indeed, man. Level Zero Esports, though, off to a very good start. 4-1, I do believe they won the pistol. Unfortunately, lost to the pistol force up after, but immediately responded back with the pistols themselves and haven't really looked back from that point on. It's a Mac 10 on useless, and looking at the money on Extreme 5, they can sort of force up if they want to. M4s on a couple, maybe FAMASs on 2 with some utility, maybe even a kit out.
They could go for a number of things, and right now they should think of it in a different way where they're going to go into their first buy round, right? At this point, it's not really as easy to make Level Zero Esports' economy. Why not just invest in pistols? It's fine if you give away this round, but try taking at least about 3 guns away. That way, their economy will be a little hit, and by the time they're on their buy round and then they can win the round out potentially, that's when you start dealing the real damage. So it's like giving your enemy death, but in dosages. One blow at a time.
One blow at a time, indeed. As we're going to spend a moment to resume this match up. It is a best of 3 grand final. 50,000 INR on the line. First place walks away with 25k INR. Second place with 15k, and third and fourth walk away with 5k each. As of now, we have Wings as well as Team DQ who have secured 3rd/4th place. Waiting on to see who will be crowned champions. So that started with 32 teams at 10 a.m. yesterday, and we've had a lot of Counter-Strike action over the last couple of days, and we have the top 2 teams remaining with us here, duking it out. It is all about staying indoors, teaming up online, and playing. Absolute best way to spend your quarantine days, if you ask me, OG.
Well, I really can't wait for that first day where everybody gets out of quarantine. Bangalore will go crazy. The entirety of India would go crazy. Everybody will be out on the streets. Just imagine that shade. What a I can't say good view because I don't really like so many people, but yeah, it'll be breathtaking. I guess that's a good way to put it. It's gonna be all pistols up on the board, and we can't discount the pistols, especially on this map and in this region. A lot of utility disposed towards mid as well. They want to try cutting Extreme 5 down where they feel they're trying to poke. Extreme 5 are going to play very close towards both mid and towards banana. They're looking to contest a little early. See if they're able to walk off an advantage, walk off with information, or walk off with anything. Just trying to trade off any good. Smoking through Moto, they will be boxed in towards the side, and that's why the hit's gonna happen immediately towards Pit as RBK is down there, but he lands the shot before Chris hits the ground. Macho good on the entry for the first, and he's trying his best to force the issue, keeping the momentum on as Houston finds Freezy all alone amidst the side. Web caught off guard in rotation as well, and this pistol investment hasn't worked out. They've only gotten 1 kill, and now things are starting to look a little better. They've done decent bit of damage. The nade, not as juicy as I expected, but yeah, 2 kills down. They didn't hurt the economy, but it didn't grow either.
Yeah, Wexy was offered a freebie at the end. Did look a little promising when RVK got that first kill in with the deagle, but he gets double peaked. And that was pretty much a round in the bag at that point of time. Level 0 continue to dominate after the break as well. I'm being told one of the players has a little bit of an FPS issue. Steam bug, maybe, not really sure. But 5-1, level 0, it has been their show all along. They've been well and truly in control thus far of their map pick Inferno. And regardless of the map picks in this finals, Inferno, Dust 2 and Overpass, these are maps that have been, I'd say, the top played maps regardless in this entire tournament. Both these teams should be relatively comfortable on both of them. That being said though, level 0 is my pick here for the final. What do you think is your prediction, OG? Scoreline for the best of 3.
I'd say it's going to be a 2-0 victory, considering that Extreme 5 just had sub in their coach. But I think that Extreme 5 are going to give them at least a minor run for their money. For now, control towards banana.
Useless, very close.
Rest on by 11.
That nade's gonna do good.
Oh,
he gets caught with the flash out in his hand, but the trade comes through. They're gonna push him as Dot takes control of the B side. The rotate in from Fezzi is very late in, and level 0 with the man advantage have locked down this B bomb site, OG.
Easy for level 0 to counter the aggression that Extreme 5 posed. They took their sweet time. They knew the perfect moment on the head. Extreme 5, they did their best. They dodged the utility, they dodged the initial flashes, and even won out an engagement, but that was simply not enough. Level 0 Esports overpowering the defense towards B and sends the rest of Extreme 5 packing towards the A side on the save. They've kept 4 men up as well, Shade, which is worrying because their T side starting to become really, really solid. Not only are they getting momentum, but even if they do lose a couple of rounds, even in a string, it really isn't going to impact their ability to buy as much, which means that Extreme 5, if they need to come back into the half, they will need a punch, and I'd say a couple more punches from where that came from to even contest.
Level 0. The break doesn't seem to have done anything to their momentum thus far. They just continue marching ahead here in map 1, 6-1. AWP out on Clouda. Let's see if this changes the balance in this matchup.
Uh, Again, an AWP is cool and all, but Level 0 esports haven't been contesting to his long range battles as
wow.
much. Jaguar, initial kill comes in and an instant pre-fire on RBK. You really didn't see that one coming, and now on the back of a man disadvantage, Clouda needs to make huge dividends with this AWP to pay off.
I mean, if you're holding that angle, you've got to be super fast to win that duel, because the T's almost certainly are going to pre-fire that. Clouda, however, it does find a response back, but Fezzy, I think they're going to push the smoke here, and that might catch him off guard. Jaguar's on the other side. There you go, useless. Bye-bye. The timing, absolutely perfect. Pushes through, catches the CTs looking the wrong way, and I pretty much heard OG gasp in the background as that push and execution comes through.
That was, again, a very scary situation that Extreme 5 put themselves in. By not having anybody towards arches, you leave yourself exposed to both a wraparound towards B from CT and a wraparound towards A from every single possible you can encroach they set upon. Hence, the arches is one of the most important positions in Inferno as a CD side player. Not only are you preventing wraps, but you also do prevent fakes and have an avenue to rotate, and nobody from Extreme 5 even allowed to save. This is becoming one gruesome start to the grand finals, Shade. This is starting to be one carnage that Level 0 esports are having no problem with enjoying.
Yep, looking back at Useless just popping out of the smoke and taking two. Glorious to watch. 1-7, and Extreme 5, their money is in the dumpsters. They have 4 CZs, and the Deagle might be able to make something happen close range. 2 flashbang smoke to nades, but the way Level 0 are playing right now, some of these players from Extreme 5 are going to have to step up big.
They are taking the boost, and they're being very
He sees him.
gimmicky about this. Beautiful job from Chris. The double nade does do a significant amount of damage, but doesn't yield a single kill. Vexy is just out an immediate defensive smoke, and the spam to follow, so they know exactly what his play is gonna be. RBK, he's gonna be challenged up close and personal unless Houston just wide swings him with a headshot, and there's nothing going Extreme 5's way. They try to poke in at every possible position at any possible time, but it's simply denied. Feezy, his angle is expected from the get-go. Jaguar, sandwiched Fleazy with Shy Guy, and they're just having one beautiful day at Banana. 8-1, Level 0 esports. It just doesn't seem like they want to contest in the first map of the grand finals. They are just taking this one home, easy peasy, quick.
It was just patience there at the end. They're able to weed out both the CTs in the B-bomb site. Nothing too crazy or out of the box as Level 0 just sticking to their basics, and they're able to open up the CT defense pretty easily.
They've been very passive about this Extreme 5. They have a lot of utility as well. Again, they can't afford to give the early pick in this kind of engagement. 4 men towards Banana. Nade alongside a Molotov, and Whip gets the drop on Useless. The man advantage in the favor of Extreme 5, and are they going to play aggressive on the... Wait, what? Was that name designed that? No,
He whiffed that big time.
Oh boy. But he made it look cool, so style points. Vexy on the peak, beautiful flash from Webb, gets him a kill on a Macho, and now the immediate Molotov to stop them cold at that trail.
Look at the rotations.
Esports.
RVK is falling back
running
towards B. C4 picked up, but I think they might have second thoughts here. Do they really want to go all the way back towards A. C4 is still in banana, and it does eventually start making the maneuver across. Fezzi,
I love that
he's
too.
gonna be big here.
Oh, beautiful shot from Fezzi, holding the angle with the AWP, and he's chosen a secondary one as well. Clouda, he's going to be playing all the way up from balcony, and Fezzi. Only 20 HP on a Shy Guy. The smoke, immediate peek, that could have been a kill. Fezzi misses him by an inch, but they take a mile. Jaguar, he's down Clara. He was the sole defender of the site, and the push through CT Shy Guy, he is not shy whatsoever. Fezzi, he needed to land that shot. He needs to land the follow-up. He needs some hope for his team. He's fearing for a backstab, and Shy Guy, he has just outplayed the entirety of the rotation. Everybody from Extreme 5, they are being cautious. They are scared. You can feel that fear, and Shy Guy, he is enjoying it. He just laughs as he just decimates them piece by piece. 3 kills in the bag already. Vexy, he's gonna be wondering what the hell he can do. Shy Guy, he hears him looking for the quad on the rotation from CT Arches. He holds the angle here. Vexy coming in for the challenge, but it is too late. Shy Guy wins this round for his team single-handedly. Can't get the quad kill, but denied a second round for Extreme 5.
Extreme 5 seem to have done everything right in the first minute to take that round, but Shy Guy steps up big there for Level 0 Esports. 2 individual duels going his way, preventing Extreme 5 from mounting a retake. They're still stuck on 1 round. They're going for the forces. This just hasn't been their map thus far, OG. We haven't seen Extreme 5, even a shade of the squad that went up against Wings not too long ago.
Well, there's a start. Extreme 5, man disadvantage. Let's see if they can claw this one back. All it takes is to get and RVK set up for the perfect spray, and he could triple up. Beautiful hold towards the A side. The rotations here, it's a 1 versus 2. Macho, this is doable. But Extreme 5, the odds are stacked.
Yeah, it is.
In
It
their
is.
favor.
Looks like it finally might be the round going their way.
Oh, Macho? I mean, he has pretty big brains here. Big brain plays from the big brain player. He has 50 seconds, and it's not a mandation that he planned. He is going to opt out for the banana plant, and that means he's not going to reposition through CT, the smoke as well. He was the main... Oh, the smoke is smart, because it baits out the reaction that he's going to take an angle towards banana, but he's taking an angle in through constructions. Extreme 5, I think they're going to be bamboozled. Wish comes in, Macho rubs his hands with an evil smile as he welcomes them to their end! Level 0 Esports, double digits, big brain plays from a big brain man indeed.
Well, the antiques from RVK amounts to nothing at the beginning of the round. He finds himself 3 alone at Boiler, but 1v2 there at the end. Dot just decides to take the fight aggressively, able to bring it down to 2 individual duels, and Extreme 5, they just gotta feel that they're being robbed of this match at this point of time. Nothing they do seems to work, OG.
Exactly. At this point, that's got to be one of the most heartbreaking rounds. They played that one relatively smart as well. They're not splitting up. They're not giving individual 1 versus 1s. But at one point, you got to doubt, why were both players not clearing construction when they were clearly inside construction? I mean, the small error costed them a potential second round out of 12 that have been played.
Yep. T-side,
Smoking.
absolute domination by Level 0 Esports. It is just the pistols on Extreme 5. They've set up passive inside the site, and Shy Guy does spot out RVK towards pit. In comes the Molotov, forces him out into the open. Perfect tag team play. Wimp,
Double setup inside the side.
Look at
wall,
Wimp.
the CC and the D.
he just
Beautiful
straight up
shot.
blatantly pushes through the smoke. They've got nothing to lose at this point in time.
Now that's in a really good spot. Caught trading guns, but he is very up close and personal. The CC Could have netted him another kill, but he ended up going down. 1 versus 3, Vexy with a 5-7. He should be able to invest in the next round as well, so Vexy really doesn't need to be worried about saving this Kevlar. Potentially another gun down, that would be good damage. Jaguar goes in for the engagement, wins it out. 11-1, level 0 esports. At this point, Extreme
Yeah,
Fire
what do you
have a
do?
small chance.
A double up
They
setup?
have a small chance. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for to see this round, but that's not the case. I mean, they could have clearly gone for a double up setup with RVK and Fezzy both being able to afford one of their own. It's only Fezzy who's gone for the investment. And they want to play deep towards Banana. Again, they put in a deep smoke. There should be a Molotov ensuing on the peak. Fezzy,
Good opener.
he's going to be counter-smoked himself, but doesn't stop him from getting the kill. 4 versus 5 from the get-go with level 0 esports finally being on the bottom end of a round, but let's see if they do end up there as its conclusion, because they've proven us wrong on multiple occasions, and they can certainly pull this one back.
A much needed man advantage early in the round there. It's gonna allow Extreme 5 to calm down a wee bit more. There is a push, however, coming in, and RVK is gonna be under pressure. He swings wide aggressively and gives away his life for free. 4v4.
Now with the push towards A, Trist has a very good position as well as Shade, because he's completely cut the rotation off. He has a comrade as well in the form of Useless. Now with the Krieg at range, he can do a lot of damage, even to the players who are trying to guard CD from destructions. Vexy, he was holding the angle with the M4. You'd favor the Krieg in that kind of engagement, but that's not the case. Useless sneaks in from the arches, and this is, you know, that night of the 1,000 Nights during the French Revolution where secretly people get assassinated all over? This A side feels exactly like that. Nobody knew what's happening, and suddenly everybody hits the floor. It's only Wimp that remains. A 1 versus 3 with Bam-ass. Barely any hope left. Quick wide swing on Useless, but Macho immediate with the trade. 12-1. Level 0 esports. This is quite the performance they have for the first map in the Grand Finals.
Yeah, what a dominating show it's been thus far. Just dropping the one round of the first 13. Well, Extreme 5, I think they're at a point where they've got nothing to lose for the rest of this map. I think you just go out, start fragging, start to build some confidence and some momentum to carry over through to your map pick. Yes, this is not your map pick. This is level 0's pick in Inferno. So they just got to mentally reset to pretty much this being a 2-map series where they need to win both to take the title, OG.
There should be a flash ensuing. Vexy on the peak. Wait, why was there not a single flashbang? You can't take engagements like that. You're bound to be on the receiving end of a bullet. So close, but Macho so aware. Everybody from Extreme 5 just individually making minor blunders with level 0 are able to easily outplay RVK. He's playing close through the smoke, has the MP9 gonna swoop in at any moment. Macho got reloading, but he can't finish the job off.
And this is distraction, by the way.
Zero.
The C4's all the way on
They
the
are
other
so
side.
cruel. They are so cruel. They just do not want to let the Extreme 5 RV. Yeah, I think Fezzy just tagged his teammate there, if I'm not wrong. And Fezzy paid for his sins. 13-1. Extreme 5, extremely dry in rounds.
They haven't looked a shade of the team that actually went up against Wings in the semi-finals. They look very confident. They were ready to take the fight to Wings every single time. But in this matchup, it's been anything but that, OG. It has been level 0. Seems like they've tamed the beast, at least here on Inferno.
Banana, let's see if that's gonna perhaps lead any results. They have pretty aggressive position and they have a PT Bison. Wait, what?
Well, it's bound to happen when you have so many bodies.
Bison kill! I can't believe I just saw that shade. That is beautiful. Can we have a second part to it, Wimp? Ah, no. coming back. Ooh, no, the hero almost died. There we go, we're in safety.
A quick swap around. They're going to get rid of the AK, ensuring Extreme 5 is in no position to pick that up. They heard the PB Bison, they know. They don't want them heading back and picking up that AK. Regardless, man advantage for Extreme 5. They've had this advantage multiple times previously. Oh, a little whiff on the incendiary, but this is the bigger pick, RVK.
Beautiful job from Cloud and RBK to get the initial kills. 5 versus 2, Jaguar. It sounded like he almost tuned my radio. Clara gonna be watching from the back. Easy shot onto the back of Jaguar, leaving Macho in a 1 versus 4. Mind you, he's pulled something resembling this, but I doubt he could pull this off. 25 HP, too much of an ask. Cloud has done a 5, but he has the better angle. So no doubt he'd win this out. 13-2. Extreme 5 find a second round to work with, but this is not nearly enough.
Yeah, don't think it is. To 13-2, this is pretty much level 0 only. Just Cloudy who's got the double-digit scoreline here in the first half. As Extreme 5 on the T side, again, I don't think you really move in with the strategy. You just say, hey, guys, just go out and frag. Let's see where this goes.
Level 0 Esports, on their series side, it's going to be a standard purchase. A kit and a smoke on a useless, with the rest having the Kevlar sets. A rush towards B. Level 0 Esports, are they going to be strong enough for the hook? Jaguar gets the initial kill. Shot guy trying to chime in from the smoke, but he gets gunned down by Fazzy. They should be able to get the bomb down here. Clouda punches in the digits, but Level 0 Esports, they want to contest. 2 players towards CT, 2 players towards construction. They're going to take the boost as well. Fezzy, playing in from dark, perfectly set in position to counter the push from CT. Jaguar, he needed to find that kill because that is the only opening that they've gotten.
Ooh.
No, Wimp, he actually was caught off position, and they're making this retake work. Tris tapping away at range as he finds a second, and it's a 1 versus 2. RBK gets a dink, and he should be able to get the finish. He's expecting Yusuf to be on the cross. A quick reload, and the close range. Tris falls. It's only 4 HP. There is a kit. There is time, but there's no hope. RBK finds the clutch.
Big play there by RVK. Did look like Trist had done just about enough with those 2-1 taps. But 1v2 at the end, he plays to his strengths, and Useless forced into a fight very low on health at the end. Extreme 5, that's going to do good for them, for their confidence. If not for this, for the rest of the series.
Exactly, at least something to start you off for the day. Again, it's a best of 3. It's a marathon, not a race. In all honesty, this is level 0's map pick. Not saying that Extreme 5 don't know how to play Inferno at this point. Every Indian team would and should know how to play Inferno. But it just seems like level 0 Esports are on a level above, and they're clearly asserting it in the map 1 here.
Indeed, man. Level 0, they've gone for the force buy. They have 4 SMGs and the Deagle on Shy Guy. So definitely a lot of firepower to contest Extreme 5 in this round, but they're keeping 3 at B. In fact, Shy Guy is still going to hang around in that position expecting a hit, and boy oh boy, isn't he right.
Push about to come in. Lethal. Jaguar gets himself a quick double, and on the back of the boost, they were able to get a single kill, but it's instantly nullified by Vexy. Macho on the rotation from construction. Trist is a little delayed. Macho's going to be on the push. He hears the reposition. He knows exactly where Extreme 5 are playing from, which is a huge advantage. Trist has to smoke. He needs to make up his mind as to where he wants to use it, and it's to blow up a banana. Perhaps a quick peek on a Wimp. RBK could peek out from the alternate angle as well, which is going to happen at any moment. Chris making a little bit of noise. Vexy immediately on the kill. Macho, position expected. Extreme 5, they're able to hold. 13-4. Perhaps a start but certainly far from the finish.
Yeah, thought for a second Jaguar's two-man spray down was pretty much what Level 0 wanted at that point of time, but wasn't nearly enough as Extreme 5 still managed to get themselves onto the B side and lock it down from a potential retake attempt. 2 consecutive rounds, maybe the start of something OG here.
Could very well be Trist.
I think it's still
Deep
very
at hand.
early days. I think you still take it round by round, frag by frag.
Ooh, RVK. I guess he was trying to bait that all along. He had an inkling that someone is right around the corner, and yeah, smart play coming in from him. 2 pistols to remain. Extreme 5. There's not been a single casualty thus far, but Jaguar finds Spazilik in the wrong way. 3 versus 2 now. Things get interesting. If RBK can't find the skill, it'll become a problem, but yeah, they silence me pretty quick. Vexy finds one as well, as RBK should be able to potentially drop an AWP if needs be. Do you think that's something that's going to change things around?
Yeah, I think Level 0 want to pick one up very soon. They're still opting to go with the 5 rifles. They have no kit either. Instead, deciding to put the money on rifles and utility. Considering the number of opportunities that Level 0 have had, situations rather, where they've been forced to retake, I think 1 kit at least was warranted, but regardless, not necessary if Shy Guy can win duels like that.
Beautiful start, and perhaps this is the start where Level 0 finally shut things down at Inferno. Again, you never really should give so much breathing room to your adversary. You give them an inch, and next thing you know, it'll be 13 to 10, and you would not have an economy to sustain. Push from the boy. Oh wait, what Clouda? Clouda! He almost burns himself to his own. No, that's not his own Molotov, but still. On the verge of weak, he almost ended up giving his life away. And Extreme 5, they're making desperation plays now. The rotation towards B. They have a little bit of utility as well, so that can certainly go in hand. But they're 3-man stacked right, and it's not going to be an easy side to hit at by any margin.
They're gonna commit hard towards B, where the 3 Level 0 players waiting. The 1-for-1 trade comes in. The player at boost, he's gonna have to go big. Yeah, Jaguar finds 2. Super fast. The round ends in a flash as the hit gets completely halted there in its tracks.
Exactly, Shade. This is a really good Level 0 defense coming in. Extreme 5. They got a little rolling for them in the start of their T half, but I guess it's going to be taken away as soon as it is given out.
14 to 5, 2 rounds away from taking map 1 of the grand finals here. Level 0 looking crisp as ever, and Shy Guy take 2 at Banana, and this round is maybe still got a way to go. RVK swings wide, but yeah, Vexy with the deagle in an almost impossible situation here. He's heading towards the B side. He has the C4, at least has an opportunity of getting the plant, and has recovered an AK as well. Definitely doable now, but he does not have any other utility. He's just going to go ahead, move aggressive, scratch that. He decides to take that fight up at Banana, and that is pretty much going to be Level 0 momentarily hitting a map point here in the grand finals.
A very dominant start of the grand finals as well, completely denying Extreme 5 any chance to present another side to this half, to the map. Level 0 esports, they have the AWP out, they have everything they need to close this game out. Do you think there's anything Extreme 5 should take away from this game though?
I think the fact that they didn't really do enough initially to rectify the situation when it was going on. I think they just left far too many rounds just slip by at the beginning, and eventually it was just so far gone. And right now it's Dot lining them up. Dot still not spotted up till he finally takes out Cloud8.
And yeah, as only Wimp remains, it should be momentarily done. There we go. 16-5. Level 0 Esports, they win out their map pick of Inferno, and Dust 2 is going to be one extravaganza because you do know that some of these players on Extreme 5 are insane mechanically, and that map is driven by both smart support and mechanical inclination. So you better hope you see those paw flashes, you better hope you see those heads pop.
Indeed, man. We will take a quick break. It is level 0 esports in the lead, 16-5. They take Inferno. We will take a quick break. We will be back shortly on Dust 2 to see if level 0 can close this out, or will Extreme 5 bring the fight to them and force a decider. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Map 2 of the Grand Finals for AORUS Cup CSGO in association with Seagate. This is Extreme 5 versus Level 0. Shadesayer and OG bringing you the action live. OG, who's taking this match?
I feel like it's gonna be Level 0 esports, but let's see. This was still round. It's gonna be interesting. A rush towards B. Kind of standard, to be honest. RBK, initial kill in the back. Shy Guy with a refrag, and they just cannot help but completely manhandle Extreme 5 on this B bomb side. You had 3 men in position to deal with the rush, but they were only able to down 1 man from Level 0 esports. That just is a good testament to the pacing and the aggression that Level 0 have on their T side. Even through the smoke, this is quite the display from Level 0 esports, asserting dominance on the pistol.
By the way, this is Extreme 5's map pick. So Level 0 had a choice of side and they decide to start on T side. Thoughts on that, OG?
Well, the T side start from Level 0 would be really nice because after they secure themselves a good lead, the second half will be a little more comforting. So it's a good choice, and hey, Level 0 are no strangers to Dust 2, so it's certainly in the realms of possibility that they can close this out at 2-0.
And let's just hope that's not the case. Extreme 5, they did come in feisty up against Wings, and what a match it was. I really hope they can get back and find some of that form and bring it here in Dust 2, preventing Level 0 from being able to whitewash this Grand Finals.
Well, only time can stand that test. Extreme 5. A couple of deagles out on the board, and we all know what deagles are capable of! Vexy. Oof, that is a shot so nasty that it took me out of breath. 3 versus 3, and the majority of the defense stacked towards the A-bomb side, but the bomb dropped towards top mid. Vexy trying to guard the bomb with his life, and the bomb does go, so does his life. Mac 10 on a Trist. The Freezy does spot him juggling guns, but there's very little he can do about it. Has a scout, could potentially go for another kill, but that's all he's gonna perhaps find.
Yeah, I don't think it makes any sense now to hunt these kills, especially with no armor and just a scout. 20 seconds remaining, the numbers gets punched in, and Level 0 do lose 2 players, but they do secure the anti-eco convincingly.
To the O, Extreme 5. They still will not be able to invest. So it's going to be another free round going the way of Level 0. I mean, they can't invest, obviously, but yeah. A long day. It's kind of opening, right? Like, eye-opening in the sense that just after such a nice and relaxed season, even these teams, right? Some of them would feel that initial rush that guys were playing an official match. I guess that getting used to will take a little bit of time, and it seems like Yus wasn't going to waste any of it. Quick double on the entry, both headshots, and the backstab already taken care of. Essie tapping in at range with the P2000 with his last possible chance, he downs him. But Jaguar on the from the back lines will clean up Fizzy. Shy Guy comes in long, and it's just a story said and sung multiple times. 3-0 Level 0 esports. Having a similar start to how they did in Inferno, where they start off strong, they have a good economy, and Extreme 5, round after round, they've tried to answer, but let's hope this time the answers change and their answers are right.
Yeah, 3-0. The buy comes in for Extreme 5. AWP onto Fezzy, but again, minimum utility on 2 to 3 of these players. Just a few flashbangs to work with. It does mean they're going to have to find an early pick, and Fezzy is going to be gifted one.
Beautiful flick with the AWP. Extreme 5. They get their first round. They get their first time in the board where they have a man advantage, and significantly early on, so they can try and cast Level 0 esports off guard as they try to recompose. Perfectly timed peek with the flash, but Fezzy is a little too hesitant to give this engagement up.
But look where
Falling
Wimp
back behind
is.
Smoke, and Wimp, he's allowed Useless to cross. He could potentially go for the wide swing, but the peeking through CT proves non-lethal. Jaguar, what? What? That just felt like one Rajnikant scene, and so did this. Damn. That 180 turnaround was just, quite frankly, ridiculous.
Yeah, looking at the first opener, but I want to have a look at the spin around. That was just magnificent, and an instant turnaround into the frag, and the 2K at the end from Trist to take the round in favor of level 0. 4-0, back onto pistols for Extreme 5, and this story seems awfully similar to Game 1 OG.
It's just, if you had it in the POV of Wimp, that could have been one anxious situation. Barraged by bullets, utilities, everything headed your way. Extreme 5, they're trying to counteract this. They're playing aggressively through mid. They're grouping up for this fight. Level 0 esports, are they going to be caught off guard? Again, things are boiling down here as Jaguar and Trist try to contest this push. When on the side with the Deagle, Spam comes in, but he goes out in a body bag. The man advantage secured by level 0 esports, and now the commitment to his B. One man is spotted with the flash, temporarily saves him. Clouda, he's gonna be good for the first, but Trist immediately with a return. Jaguar, he is not allowing any survivors as he will single-handedly topple it. Yep. Vexy spamming away with the Deagle at range. Still not able to find the drop on a Jaguar. Trist with the Creed will be able to get him at range. 5-0, level 0 esports. These have been an Extreme 5 rounds.
5-0 and Extreme 5. I don't think they've awoken yet in this grand finals. We haven't really see them get into the thick of things just yet. The 5 rounds they picked up as well in the previous match, kind of isolated. Charge up through long, maybe things are about to change as RVK gets the opener, but Useless uses a small window, just aggressive straight up, goes for the repeat. Fezzy in a good position to repeat back with the AWP, 2 big frags, and that should be curtains for this round. Extreme 5 in a good position to get the first round on the board.
Magnificent defense towards long. Jaguar. He's left all to his lonesome. Fezzy on the other end. Down to 10 hit. Oh! Oh, Shade. What was that shot? He didn't win any round. He didn't win the round, but he won my heart. Beautiful flick.
Yeah, Jaguar, despite going down, still manages to take one with him. 1-5, Extreme 5 get themselves on the scorecard, but yeah, we've not seen them being able to string rounds together in Inferno. Is definitely something that's going to be at the back of their mind here in Dust 2 as well. Rightfully so, they want to probably take this as low as they can and let level 0 aggress onto them.
That is a very risky shot that Jaguar just attempted. Luckily, he didn't pay for it with his life. 4 players up into its tunnels as Useless might be playing the lurk. Extreme 5. They're pretty damn sure it's not the A site. Jaguar is going to be on the entry with the AWP. Another defensive flash comes in. Jaguar is just looking for that 1 inch that will grant him a mile. The flash tops the sky as now comes the desperate play with B. Useless gets the first Trist with the back of that distracted ball through mid. Gets both the entries towards B. A quick round from coming in from level 0, using the bait and switch mechanism to perfection. Useless spotting RBK towards top mid, did not choose to commit to that engagement as he's down to 12 HP himself. He still might go down. Jaguar blocking his teammate. That's not how you do it, buddy. Shy Guy, he does hear RBK towards short as well. Beautiful one tap. Got a little anxious there. Vexy, the only one to remain. And the follow up to fall. 6-1, Extreme 5. As soon as they win the round, level 0 esports make it look easy again.
Yeah, that was the flash through the skybox, straight up Russian towards B. They clean up both, and the round was already over at that point of time. They're going to switch things up a little. They're going to go very early towards long, and that leaves RVK all alone on site. What can he do? He has the deagle, but the response from Wexy from short does keeps things a little interesting, but the C4 has made its way to the site. And with Wimp down, I think this is round in the bag.
Seems like a similar story to map 1, doesn't it, Shay?
Yeah, this is going south all too fast for Extreme 5. But he's going, wait,
Oh.
Shagai, I thought he was going to brandish the knife there for a second. He's thinking about it. But yeah, pulls out the Glock. Delivers the guillotine. 7-1. And yeah, this seems like deja vu. It's happening again, OG.
It's happening again, Shay. Double smoke towards mid. Again. This B rush, I don't think they have enough to stop it. They use both their smokes. One rush and the only thing that's potentially there to save them is maybe the crossfire.
Fezzy. Ooh, nice two-man spray. And might be able to...
Could be refrag though.
Yeah, he does refrag and he's now in the corner.
3 versus 3, the B side. Again, the hardest side to retake, and considering that you have RBK so far away, they could get the bomb plant down and the rotation could potentially be even more delayed. Look at the amount of utility on the side of level 0. They're more than comfortable boiling this a little more down the wire.
C4, yeah, is getting, the numbers are getting punched in. Actually, no, dot. They faked that out, expecting the CT to actually just straight up go in for the push.
Wait,
Yeah, he spotted Clouda.
Just spotted Clouda.
Yeah, he did.
He definitely should have spotted the barrel. And now Clouda has an angle. Does he go aggressive? Yes, he does. Much caught off guard. Wait, he's getting shot in the back by his teammate. And this crossfire could be set in stone. And all that agreed to save them. Crisp, he needs to be the savior of level 0 as they're all distracted. He strikes at the shadows. But RVK gets the double on the retake. 7-2, Extreme 5. They find their second round on the board, but by no means did Level 0 Esports give it to them easily.
Yep, second round in the board, but Extreme 5 had to work hard for that B retake eventually to find fruition. I'm surprised that Cloude, despite getting spotted out, did manage to be given a frag there by the planter, and that did set up for a much more easier retake with the numbers in favor of Extreme 5, but they're going to go with the double op setup immediately. Something we did not see the entirety of Inferno. Extreme 5, I think by the time they started to get into the match, they had already given up far too many rounds. It's still early days here in Dust 2, so
they can still pull this back. Exactly, Shay. They have to keep their head in the game for now. RBK, he stepped up for his team, but now his team needs to step up individually. Spray at range does take Jaguar down, and now the entry towards shot. Vexy's good for one. RBK, good on the hold, but he overextends. The man advantage now for Extreme 5 on the hold as Freezy extends it to a double. A 3 versus 2 with the AWP chiming in. It is a disaster. Level 0 Esports, not able to gain ground to the A-bomb side. Vexy quick on the rotate, gets a triple, and closes things shut. 7-3. Extreme 5 finally string 2 rounds together.
that's a good flick. From the op of Fezzy, and Wexy able to just stand his ground and give Extreme 5 their third round on the board. Slowly but surely, there is signs of life coming into the CT side, OG.
Let's hope it's more consistent, because Extreme 5, they need a lot more rounds on their CD side. It's just a start. They need a good finish as well. That's what they're aiming at. Esports contesting towards mid. Jaguar to get the initial kill, and now the rotation's coming in from the A side as well. Clouda to shut down Jaguar before he can get any more. Fezzy, he spotted him, but he gets spotted in return. Down to 73 and cannot afford to contest anymore. The push towards B will be happening as a split. They are ready to eat Wimp like he's a Mia sandwich. Waiting on the other side of the smoke, scurrying to safety, but Macho, there is no hiding from this man. Vexy trying to chime in from the back line, but useless to completely remove him from the situation. Trist, a relaxed long range spray, and at this point, it is just universal flex.
The double spray through the smoke. Finds the CT, and 8-3. Nice pressure towards long, though they find two, but Macho does get one flashbang out. He's going to re-peek back, and 2 kills offered on a silver platter. Clouda is not going to stop fragging, though.
And Macho's got himself a good position on an elevation, so it's going to be hard for Clouda to find the skill. He is getting backup in the form of Fezzy, and Fezzy has 2 flashes. Clouda, that is a little too scary for my own comfort, but Useless is going to be on the peak, and he actually wins it out. Fezzy, he's all alone towards car. The flash is perfect, and nobody. Oh my god! He just got wrecked!
R-E-K-T wrecked. He's hiding in the cubby there. Nothing he could do but the spray. Does decent damage on the Useless. Would have been a golden opportunity to bring him down and force us into a 1v1, but as things stand, Wimp, he's been offered 2 opportunities. He's unfortunately not been able to convert. He gets the first, and now Useless. Flash out in the corner.
Going for the peak. He's holding steady, but Useless times it to perfection. 9-3, and damn, Shade, that got too close. Extreme 5. It seems like that's the case on the first map. Here, it's not even getting close. They're just getting obliterated straight up. Even if they are able to return fire, there's always a third man ready to avenge everybody's death. Level 0. What did he do from here on out? Deal out towards long. Fezzy blind as a bat. Nothing he could have done. As wide open as he was. RVK trying to reply with a shot with the Deagle, but simply doesn't connect at range. Jaguar, he's being tagged relatively low, and they're going to be on the entry here. A lot of Molotov this off towards the A-bomb side. RVK still trying to find his way through the smoke, as Clouda is going to be
atop the flames as he burns. Shy Guy finds
Clouda,
a kill.
is he going to be able to get the jump? This is the next level play, perhaps. Oh, Clouda! Oh. Wimp is all that remains, and
Wimp has got 2 with the
this should
Deagle,
be
though.
Can he make it the 3rd? Oh, Wimp! Beautiful shot, jumps down to CT. How outrageous is this man? Whew.
Absolutely not taking no for an answer there. He gets 3 nasty Deagle kills, but level 0 not going to be denied. Getting on to double digits, 10-3 in the grand scheme of things, though. Extreme 5 are, yep, in a pretty horrible position in map 2. Double up setup again. Why not?
Fezzy is giving away his position. There could be a peek coming in from mid at any moment. He's on the retreat. He has backup close by. Fezzy could stand his chances. Neither his ground. RBK immediately retreats back towards the site. Level 0. Forcing the issue. They know that they have a distinct advantage towards mid after that pick, and they want to exploit it to the maximum. Level 0 Esports yet again with a crunch towards the B side. A Shy Guy comes up from the window a little late. Jaguar, he's gonna go down early, and no, the double op setup, it just doesn't work. Clouda still trying to land a shot, gets the flick, but he doesn't get the important kill in the form of Shy Guy. He knows that Shy Guy is buying bait as he's comfortably planting the bomb, and Macho swoops up from the tunnels to get the final kill. 11-3, level 0 Esports. It's proving to be quite a quick affair.
Yeah, this has gone south way too fast for Extreme 5. Last round of the first half. 4 FAMASs and a scout. And what was that spray through the smoke, OG?
I think he's about to be the persona non grata if he keeps doing that even more, but let's hope not. Let's hope that Level 0 esports are doing this in all fun games. 11-3 nonetheless. It should be the half concluded. Again,
The
not
tag-
a real chance for them to contest except with this Krieg on FXC, but it seems almost imminent, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the end is near.
Generally or in the game?
Oh, damn. I wasn't really going that deep, but okay.
But getting back
Oh,
to
gee.
the 4 versus 2.
Man, why you gotta do this? But yeah, Extreme
again.
5. Good retake opportunity here, 2v2.
But they
And
do
dots.
have uses of the long, and yeah, it should be done and dusted. 21 HP on a macho, no real reason for him to peek, and you'll still
Well done.
catch them in the cross. 12-3, and to be honest, Extreme 5, they need 13 rounds straight up, and that ain't gonna happen. At least not with the way Level 0 esports are playing. They've been playing really good Level 0 esports throughout the semifinals and the grand finals. They've been having this consistent form. Granted, the grand finals has looked to be more of a breeze than the semifinals for Level 0 esports, and quite the contrary for. Actually, no, Extreme 5 did have a tough adversary in the form of Wings, but yeah, we've just not seen the same of Extreme 5 ever since Wings did get taken down by them. It
I
just
think
doesn't seem like the same Extreme 5.
it seems more like Extreme 5 kind of went mission accomplished mode after getting that victory. We haven't really seen that drive that they had to win that matchup in the semi-final here in the grand final as well. As RVK does find another opener, man advantage to the T's as they come in, punch the numbers. Retake with the man disadvantage. Jaguar finds one.
Ooh.
Second one's the important one.
Yeah, he needs to break this short press and support. Beautiful shot.
Oh!
Jaguar!
Wow!
Damn, you make me roar like one at least. Fezzy, he's gonna find a quick headshot on the Jaguar, and Chris is forcing the issue from long. He has time, but time certainly is a factor. Fezzy hiding behind side default, and this is just a game of chicken, but
He's got it.
Fezzy goes pacow, and yeah, Trest wins out the pistol. 13-3, Level 0 esports. They're able to retake this site with ease, even though being a man.
It has just been one of those matches, right, OG? It's been one of those matches, but Jaguar, those shots. Unfortunately, couldn't find the second one immediately, but when he eventually does, the sweet 1 and 2 taps. Absolutely wicked. 13-3. The force buy comes in from Extreme 5, and yeah, not paying off already. Shy Guy upgrades and he just pushes through, drops the C4 as well, up at long. Macho does get caught juggling between weapons, and free B-bomb site. But the C4 is on the other side. CTs have full control of it. And Extreme 5.
They're just poking sticks.
Yeah, they're toying with Fezzy at this point of time.
Shy Guy is down 30 HP. Fezzy could get lucky, perhaps? Yay, there we go. Oh, wait, no! It's useless that kills Shy Guy. Oh, boy, this is one entertaining tournament, you know, for Level 0 esports, for Extreme 5. Hey, at the end of the day, if you're Extreme 5, you have come all the way to the grand finals. You have beaten Wings, an accomplishment you can proudly take home. And hey, at the end of the day, it's all fun and games, and especially now, right? Especially at this time in our lives, it's gonna be only fun and games, and I guess the only fun we can have in a day. Double Zero Esports with a push towards short, Extreme 5 with a push towards short. Chris, Flash does temporarily blind them, and he's taking the angle on top of the box. Sadly, did not live up to it. Fezzy, beautiful openers with the deagle. Both the headshots go running his way, as it's Shy Guy trying to anchor towards long. Mind you, nobody's going to be on the backstab. So Shy Guy, he needs to diverse that attention towards the side, but beautiful headshot at range with the SG. No problem whatsoever. Macho, he's going to be creeping in from CT. And mind you, there is a man on the back line. Swim, beautiful shot with the deagle. Both the players are heading towards the side while Wimp works the back line. RBK going to be on the peak towards right back, but he can't get the kill here. Shy Guy, a little erratic on his aim. It's just such high sensitivity, perhaps. They're trying to be as cheeky as can, trying to go Zantares on them, but yeah, that's simply not the case. Extreme 5.
What are those deagle shots, though? This entire round. It was Extreme 5 with just the pistols. Claudia couldn't find anything, but Fezzy says, you know what, step back, I've got this. One deeg. And Wimp able to find a couple of one deegs himself, and Extreme 5. They may be down, but they're definitely not going down without a fight, OG.
Exactly. Extreme 5. Very good buy. But Level 0 Esports, they're going to be playing aggressively with the guns that they did manage to get up. That includes a Krieg and an M4. Push on, and mind you, they have the early advantage courtesy of Jaguar finding the kill. Trist pushing up towards top end, Wimp immediately disposes off him, and Shy Guy is holding the angle towards short, quick spray, and Wimp barraged with bullets. Clouda is on a solo mission towards long, and he did spawn Useless towards the side. Useless is down 17 HP, but he does have backup coming his way. The Molotov will force him out of the engagement, and Clouda downs him. 3 versus 3 as they retain the numbers advantage here. Extreme 5 being on the top end of the engagement. The rotation's going to come in all the way from T-spawn, and Extreme 5 look to commit towards A. With a minute left on the clock, they still have the entire map open to their leverage. And mind you, Macho has pushed in through lower tunnels as well. So Extreme 5's play is going to be red coming from a mile away. And the rotation coming in from Shy Guy is going to be very crucial, as he does have an SG. He can offer versatility in range and potentially buy bait for Jaguar. The crossing smoke has completely fallen flat. Jaguar is going to be holding the angle alongside Shy Guy. That's completely blinds him as he saw on the retreat. Shy Guy is going to be playing a very pivotal position, as he's going to be peeking a little late. But they know that the plan is towards safe plateau, and they are going to be on the peak towards long as well, relatively quick. Jaguar finds one towards right, but Shy Guy, quick transfer. 15-5. Level 0 Esports hold that breath, but they are able to get above water. Map, match, and championship point on the board.
Shy Guy up at Ninja, just biding time. Patience pays off eventually as he peaks and lines them up. 2 quick kills. And that is going to be Extreme 5 now up against 11 championship points. It's going to be nothing short of a miracle if they manage to come back in this, OG.
Well, Extreme 5 yet again give away the first kill. Useless gonna be on the push, but that could have been a first frag. Mexi luckily keeps his head intact, and the push towards it. Oh my god, Trist. He hit a blind shot through the smoke, and this round is just turning out to be one book of surprises. Somehow, Extreme 5 were able to land their hands upon the B-bomb side. Clouda is going to be on the peak from door, and Trist, he's just waiting for somebody to cross through mid, but that's simply not the case. Vexy is going to be holding in at doors, and Level 0 Esports will need to commit a hard clear. Relatively fast as well. Shy Guy on the push, and Vexy still no chance. A 2 versus 3 with Clouda being on 31 HP. He's going to be playing from under window while Frezzy works off his distraction and tries to individualize these engagements from tunnels.
He just goes down to the mall.
It's all on Frezzy. Useless. I mean, hey, He won the round, but he died for a cause. I guess he deserves a Viking funeral, hence the flames. 16-4. Level 0 Esports are your champions. And to be honest, a really good showing. Even though they didn't face the hardest of adversary in form of Wings, they had a pretty dominant performance in this tournament, and they had a pretty good run. And hey, huge shout out to Extreme Fire as well. They played really great in their matchup against Wings. They had a comfortable tournament throughout the entirety of it until they reached the finals, where they fell a little flat. But mind you, they pulled off one of the biggest upsets thus far. So you got to give credit where credit's due.
Yep. Extreme 5 take nothing away from them. They had an amazing run through the tournament, but unfortunately, their journey ends in the finals as level 0 are not going to be denied. A comfortable win, 16-5 on Inferno and 16-4 on Dust 2. They are your champions of the AORUS Cup CSGO in association with Seagate. Big shout out to AORUS and Seagate for making this happen. We've had an absolute blast with some amazing Counter-Strike action over the last couple of days, but it is here where we bid goodbye. Don't forget to hit that like and follow button on both the AORUS India Facebook page as well as the Seagate Facebook page. I'm Shadeslayer. Joining me is OG, the low-res chicken. We are signing off. See you folks next time. Until then, keep gaming, stay safe, team up, and fight Corona.